I'm doing this video from Hamilton Gardens in New Zealand. It's my favorite area at the Hamilton Gardens because it's close to the river and I like this river. It's flowing very, very quickly. This is nice mint. Yeah. So today is a quite nice day. We're going to Wellington because we have some documentation stuff to do in Wellington. And we decided, we tried to fly to Wellington from Auckland. And then what happened? Oh, there's a door that stops no one. Anyway, so we ordered tickets last month to fly, and eventually, yeah, so we booked appointment in advance, and well, like 1 month before, and the appointment, that place was cancelled just 2 days before we needed to go, and we already booked flying tickets and everything. We need to cancel. And then the thing is, those flights were really affordable and good price. And then when we try again to find tickets, all the flight tickets were really expensive. So all the time we delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. So what I said that, oh, what is this? So what I said eventually is that, okay, let's just go by car and just stop in different places. It will be way nicer and it will be also more affordable. So that's what we are doing. So our first stop from Auckland is Hamilton, and we're just taking a walk in the gardens. Because before that we had some really heated discussion about life and we need to break. So we're doing this break in Hamilton Gardens.
Oh, take a seat, it's nice view.
There are too many cats, I think.
Ah.
Yeah, you can have a seat. Come on. I'll take a video of you sitting besides 2 big cats. Yeah, how is the feeling sitting next to the cats?
Nice.
Yeah. They are quite welcoming. Yeah, so our first stop is Hamilton. Our next stop will be... Oh, there is also a snake. Do you want to sit next to the snake? No, I don't want to sit next to the snake? No. Yeah, snake. It's a snake. And there is a woman cat. So we kind of began our journey quite late. We just got up at 6 in the morning, but we've been busy doing other stuff before, so we didn't kind of went really, really early. So in the morning we had my practice of beam bites. Oh, this is nice stuff. Yeah, so I had my practice of beam bites. And we finished just about 9:30. You're welcome to have a look, and of course welcome to join if you'll be in New Zealand and have that. And so after beam bites, it took us prepare a few hours, even though we prepared from yesterday, but still it was a lot of preparation to do, and then we went. So probably see you somewhere around Taupo. Alright, so we finished our trip in Wellington. I didn't take any photos because it was really horrible weather in Wellington. Really, really cold, very, very windy. So we did our business there, we met some people we knew, and then we moved on. And now we're just having some fun time in Whanganui. It's about 6-7 degrees. It's early morning, as you can see. People are getting ready to work. And myself getting up early and talking with you. Today our plan will be to meet some friends from Whanganui that we haven't seen for a while, and then drive 6.5 hours to Auckland. And always what I like about New Zealand is the long drive, because the long drives allow you time to think and reflect about what you're going to do or want to do in life. And also you don't need to rush anywhere, so that's really great. And something that I noticed in Whanganui is 2018, when I wanted to buy a house, when in Auckland was really hard to buy any house, it was very expensive, but in Whanganui it was still manageable. So really nice houses costed here less than 200,000, and it was quite easy to buy a house. But when we came here in 2018 and checked the area, we came to the city center, and we saw more than half of the properties and the shops been closed, vanished, you know. And that it was before COVID. Everything for rent, for less, for lease, for rent. So it means not much happening movement here, you know. And also, because I'm plant-based, I wanted to have places where I can eat healthy vegan food. And that's something that back then I couldn't find. And also I knew a person who lives here. And then I wanted to know how the social life here. I understood that also this kind of under question. And eventually I decided not to pursue moving here, finding work, and moving to this place. And eventually didn't buy a house for less than 200,000. Now what's happening that the houses here tripled the price. So the same houses that been for 200,000 now it costs 600. And there is quite really nice houses over here, really nice ones. So how's that happened? There is a lot more jobs added, or the houses, I don't know, they been better quality, or some more nice people moved here? Not really. It's because there is issue with house situation in New Zealand, and everywhere, all the houses everywhere, all around New Zealand went up. So people just bought properties for investment, raised the value of their homes artificially, and then the houses kind of stayed the same price. Yeah, and in one hand kind of I'm looking, oh, maybe it's kind of shame I couldn't buy and I kind of missed it. But on the other hand, again, like I'm thinking, what is the main thing? It's not the house. Okay, I'll have a nice house, but what about the community? What I'm going to do here? What will be my contribution? How I'm going to feel as Dimitri in Whanganui? And this is something that really didn't feel well. So to find your place, sometimes it's not so easy. And sometimes when you kind of committing for buying a house, taking the mortgage and everything, maybe when it was low mortgage, maybe it's kind of good idea to buy a house, even in a place that you're not really sure if it's a good investment or not. So this side, I think I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't buy, but also I didn't know how that will turn out. But still, because the mortgage was kind of low and I could buy for and have like maybe about 100,000 something left to pay, it's actually not really bad. It's not really hard to pay this up, even though the risk might be high. Eventually maybe I could live here, because the houses here are really, really nice. I can't say anything against. But on the other hand, I kind of wanted to work on something else. I wanted to work on my skill to be independent in life, you know. And when I'm independent, so first of all, is to have financial independence. And the more I go into debt, this independence kind of diminishes. But on the other hand, when you don't have your own home, you're always dependent on other employers. So what I did with that. So this is a question that I usually not sure about. This is something that I'm kind of wondering. So if I'm not sure about something, most of the time I'm not doing it. When I get complete clarity of what I do and why I do it, I just do it. So I need to kind of accept the fact that I could not buy a house, and also kind of it maybe saved from me a lot of issues and troubles. I don't know what I prevented myself from getting into. Same like if I was buying a house in Westport and then it was the floods and I needed to do something about it. And even though the house was also, it's a bit more expensive, but I saved myself from a lot of issues. And same with the motorhome, at least I bought the motorhome and took a chance. Yes, so, but the experience of having a motorhome, it's a really important experience, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to experience life and learn some lessons. We need to take risks and move forward, you know. Same with me, then now I'm fully self-employed. But my gainage of, it's not like I'm doing nothing. I'm actually spending more on myself and creating my own business, creating my own approaches, my own worldview, my own contributions. And that's an amazing opportunity, because in the hospital I'm working under the system of someone else. I'm not doing something that I 100% believe in, should give massive results to people. I'm working under the protocols of someone else. So I'm really, really happy that I have this opportunity to develop and grow my business. So there was some kind of chat and thoughts this morning I wanted to share with you. So one of example what I developed. On Thursdays and Sundays, I'm doing what's called Beam Bites. So I created what's called Balanced Existence Method. And I'm teaching people a routine they recommended to do in the morning in order to really change and affect their life for the better. Because what's happening in the mornings? We usually get up and we receive information from the outside world. For example, watch the news, check the phone, and then we are actually influenced by the outside, and that's what dictates our mood, our feelings, and our reality. The options outside. But I'm saying, wait a minute, let's reverse that. Let's not do this kind of harmful habit. Let's wake up and do what I call Beam Bites. Do a routine that actually you are the one who dictates in reality, and saying the thoughts and the feelings, because you have the control 100% doing that. So that's what I suggest to do. So I do it regularly, 7 in the morning till 9, something like this. And I'm teaching people how to do it because I do it anyway, and I want to share knowledge. I want to share knowledge with others. Why would I keep it to myself? So that's what I decided to do to the next few months. And let's see where it goes. Yes, there are some fear of, oh, nobody will come, people won't like it, or whatever it is. But I'm doing that anyway, because again, life is just lessons, and I will learn from everything. And I believe in it. It's amazing routine. It's a really good one. But people need to get up in the time that is not really convenient. I thought about doing that in the evening after work, for example, for people. But it won't work the best because it has to be, the practice is supposed to be in an empty stomach. And that's why I want people will come in the morning. So that's an effort. A lot of people won't want to drive all the way and get up at 5 a.m. I don't know how many people are doing that, but also I don't know how many people creating their own amazing existence and their life, you know, and not being dictated by outside circumstances. What is going to happen? So that's another question. A lot of genius ideas just come into my mind, the creativity just flourish. And while I was kind of employed, I love my job, but the creativity and ideas didn't really happen for me that much as it was like now. And my friend was telling me, and he was in Australia and was unemployed for 9 months and really suffered. He suffered by being unemployed. And I'm kind of the opposite. Thank God, I'm so enjoying being kind of unemployed and work on my business, but I'm thriving, I'm happy. There are so many advantages to that. I don't need to rush to the office. I can stay home and do my own work. And I'm discovering side in myself that I'm really happy to discover. I'm really grateful. Right, so that's some of the thoughts that I had this morning. If I'll have some more, I'll share with you. And see you for now.